Hey guys! So today in this video, I'm going to be showing you two of my sketchbooks that I completed in 2019. So last year, I'm kind of late on the on the bandwagon for last year's sketchbooks, but what are you gonna do about it? So these two sketchbooks, actually the smaller one, I ended up starting in 2018, but I finished it in 2019. Both of these sketchbooks were completed in a time where I wasn't really into art anymore. I kind of was falling out of it. I wasn't in a good headspace. I was also at art school, which that was a mistake, but yeah, and I might do a video on that later. But yeah, so these two sketchbooks are kind of like mind vomit sketchbooks, which are totally okay. You don't need to have like full pieces finished or anything like that in order for it to qualify as a sketchbook. Like that's, you know, but I still end up liking both of these, and a lot of the times I go back and I look through them, and I really do like some of the ideas that were created in them. Uh, but these both are Moleskine sketchbooks, or some people call them Moleskine. I don't really know. I call them Moleskine, but both of them are Moleskines, and they both have stickers that I've created myself. On the big one, it's a sticker of one of my characters, Peter, from a webcomic that I've been creating for a while now. You're going to end up seeing him a lot through both of these sketchbooks. But this one is not for sale. But the two smaller ones on the Lemon and the Little Room, both of those are for sale. If you guys want to pick those up in my Etsy, I'll leave a link down below. But I'm I'm excited to get through these. I want to show you guys what all was going through my head and everything like that. So let's go ahead. There's me pointing at the sticker again. Sorry. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I think we're going to start with the smaller one right now. Actually, let me zoom in a little bit for you guys so you're not so far away. There we go. All right. I did start it in 2018. It seems like so. Oh, look at me being so edgy. What does that say? I think my soul. Gotta love myself. But uh the first page right here was just me drawing Peter, of course. It's set in a fantasy world, so I wanted to draw him in some like modern clothing, what he'd wear. He is a fancy man, so don't know what I was thinking. And then the second one is me trying to redraw an old piece. Moleskins aren't great for watercolor unless you get like the watercolor paper. So don't know what I was thinking. I I like doing fine washes, but this is probably my favorite spread in the whole sketchbook. Me trying to experiment with drawing animals a little bit better. And so this is another character of mine, Gable, who's the other protagonist, on his horse. Bart Bart Bart? Yeah, Bartholomew. And then I thought I was gonna draw Peter, and then I gave up. I drew him once. I think it's so funny looking at the difference between the two, but sometimes it's like that. So all right, so the next page is just me. Yeah, I did start it in September. Yeah. I think you'll probably see me try and count on my hand to see what month 9 was. I'm smart, I promise, but yeah, this is me just doing pen sketches to try and loosen up a little bit. Another wash of watercolor in the background. I don't like this page, mainly because I tried the technique of putting ink wash down and watercolor on top of that. And in the sketchbook, it just doesn't work. And I also think I was using the wrong type of ink. So, oopsies. There's Hermione Granger. And on that page, on the second page, I think I was testing two different watercolors. One of them is the Kuretake Gansai Tombi. I think that's how you pronounce it. The other one is Winsor and Newton. I know I didn't like the Winsor and Newton. I don't remember which one is which, but I'm pretty sure the bottom one is the Kuretake one. Oh, look at my head. Gotta love my head. All right. This next one is a random character design that I ended up doing. So it was a random character generator. I put in different aspects of a character and then I created one around that. I actually really do like this character. He's cute. Good guy. Uh, it was a Copic illustration. So whenever I do a Copic illustration in a sketchbook, I like to just do thumbnails on the back because I don't want to waste that space. That's what that is. Once again, in school, in art school, so we were doing quick 30-second sketches of just movement. I ended up picking a ferret just because they're so slinky and it's cool to draw them. This one was just a scene from my comic. It's not an actual scene. It was just something that I wanted to depict. Another sketch of work and stuff. This one's a night in the woods sketch that I might end up doing later. I might do it with gouache just because I love Night in the Woods. Good game. Everyone should play it if you can. If you can't, I'm sorry. This one is from Inside. I think that's the name. Just a quick sketch while I was watching a playthrough of it. And on the second page is of another random character design, except this one is not human. Another Copic illustration that I really ended up liking. She's cute. She's a cute lady. Thing. Oh, and the next page is spoilers, so I can't show it. Oopsies. That's why I'm covering it up. This page actually, I ended up redoing. It's another Copic illustration. It's of Gable, and I'll put the redo somewhere on the screen around here, but I really ended up liking the way this looked, and I wanted to redo it. Another life drawing. This was for my drawing class. I don't remember exactly which level it was, but it was just drawing boxes. I mean, everyone does it. Two more characters from my comic. So the one on the left is Hector and the one sleeping is Gwen. They're very cute. Love them. Then I was going to carve pumpkins and I wanted to sketch out different faces and I ended up only drawing one and I gave up. So that's great. I love myself. It's fine. So another one of Peter, so that I ended up not liking the way the watercolor was reacting, but I don't think I ever finished it. And yeah, there's that room design. It was originally pink, but I ended up liking the blue when I was doing it with actual watercolors. I might try and revisit that pink room and do a different design. But yeah, that's the original sketch for that. More sketches. This cute little Link, Breath of the Wild. Love Breath of the Wild. It's a great game. Here's me doing some facial expressions for the two characters. So there's more than two characters, but it's the two protagonists. I gave up halfway through, but it was still really helpful to try and get all those in, especially because this was during the development stage, really, of who they are. This was for a design class, actually, and there's different thumbnails and stuff for a final illustration. It's a cute little pumpkin man. I love him. I actually really love that. Oh, this one's funny. So this is my animals if they were people. So I have a cat named Shiva that you probably have seen in the beginning of this video. And I have a dog named Cooper. Well, it's my family's dog. He's wild and crazy, and of course my cat does not like him, so. And then there's an illustration of a cute girl. I mean, it's another Copic illustration. I feel like I'm saying Copic and Copic. I'm so sorry for you guys. I'm really sorry. This one is just me trying to redraw some of my old OCs, but it didn't work out. This one, I really like the concept of. I don't like the execution. It's with acrylic. It just didn't work out well in my sketchbook, but these are some ghost designs because Gable's castle is cursed, so there's a lot of spirits and ghosts wandering about, and I was designing a couple of them that show up every now and then through the story. Kind of tragic, Ooh. This one is just a sketch page of possibly, I think, yeah, it was a meet the artist sketch. So just trying to draw myself. Not great, but oh, I love this. Her name is Ingrid. She's also in the story. She's a gardener. Love her. She's very cute. Give her a thumbs up. I love this page, but I never filled it out. It was a page supposed to be like almost like a page in a book, and it has a kind of like cave dweller type of creature in it, so almost similar to a Wendigo. So they ended up like being trapped in caves and stuff like that, and slowly turned to, carnivorous and things. And their eyes moved down to their stomach, which is so weird, but I thought it was cool. There's also sigils and stuff in order to protect yourself against them. Maybe I'll fill it out. I probably won't. Might redo it later on. This page was just sketching different ideas for pieces. I like that idea. I might come back to it at some point, but right now it's kind of on the back burner. Oh, and this guy, his sleepy avocado man. He's very cute. He's a funny story. So I ended up drawing him, and there was a spider on the page, and I didn't realize there was an actual spider on the page, and I ended up like slamming the book closed. And I didn't mean to kill the spider, but I accidentally killed the spider. And then it left a little, like, spider, like, its body was kind of crushed on the paper. And so I had to, like, oh, there's me demonstrating it. I had to, like, swipe him off. And then his, like, guts were left. And so I just had to draw a spider there. So, Sleepy Avocado Man and his spider friend. That's what that is. It's really fun. Page that just never was finished. There's another Cooper, once again, the family dog with one of our other dogs, Maggie. She's very shy and she doesn't really like him, but no one really likes Cooper. Poor Cooper. More thumbnails that just never were finished. I really like this spread, just doing some statue work. None of this is from references, which is really bad. I need to get into the habit of that. Then this is a character that I just never did anything with. He's very cute. He's a little creatures. I probably will make probably a children's illustration with that later on. Here's some legs. There's some Game Grumps. Oh, here is Gable and Peter. And this is them at different stages of their life, so like different ages. I ended up not really caring too much for it. There's a spider persona that I never finished because and then a Breath of the Wild sketch of a big piece that I also didn't do. Here's some more sketches, some mushrooms that are really fun. I really like those. More Game Grump stuff. Don't know what I was sketching on the other side. Oh, business cards. I really like these business cards because it has cute little, like, it shows the milk, and on the back it has like nutrition info, but it's really just contact info. Here is a thumbnail for a big piece that I'll actually show on the screen. I really, really like that piece a lot. I think it's my banner actually on YouTube. On here. Woo. Here is a sketch of something that I wanted to convey that never came out right. It was supposed to be, it's Peter, and he has magic. And in my world, there's different versions of magic, but his is dealing with like souls and spirits and stuff. And he can summon different kinds of spirits. He just doesn't really like to summon human spirits, so he ends up summoning animals a lot. So there's like a little snake spirit. And I try to do it later in the big one, and it just doesn't work out. And there's that colored pencil sketch that I really like. I put this as bad on the eye, but that eye isn't bad. Oh, here is a sketch for Furry Little Peaches Draw This in Your Style contest. I ended up doing like a paper craft. If I have a photo, I'll put it up. But yeah, I ended up doing paper craft version of that, and that was really fun. A small little comic that I might end up doing because it's very motivational, I guess. A random mushroom, don't know why. And then there is a sketch for a bigger piece that I'll put up on the screen again that I really ended up liking. It was a watercolor illustration. And then don't worry about Jerry. He has a small body, a small truck, and a big heart though. So, and I think, oh yeah, there's some bugs. Those are really cute. I ended up liking the wash on them. More sketches, but I think that's it. Yep, I think that's the end of the sketchbook. Woo! So that was my 2018/2019 small one. And now let's go to the big one. All right, so this is the big one. This one is exciting because this is when I was trying to get back into art, and you'll see like towards the later half where I was doing a lot more sketches, and I was happy. I was happier with where I was going with it, so I'm happy with this one. Oh, gotta love how I didn't date it. I did not date it. I did not date that. I'm horrible about that. And I also didn't put my name, so if someone stole it, whoopsie, that's like $30 down the drain. Gotta love that. But this is, oh yeah, this is when I got my core watercolors. So I got a set of, I think 12, and I ended up testing it out. Like I said though, Moleskine sketchbooks, unless you get the watercolor one, they're not the best at handling watercolor. They'll get the job done, but it's not the best job to get done. And I also got a another Pentel brush pen, but that was just me buying another one because I ran out of ink in my old one. Oh, here's some colored pencil plant sketches. I really like this page. There's my Breath of the Wild Link. He's cooking up a stew. I wish I could cook up a stew. Oh yeah, and then I drew on the back of his face because it's fun that way. And then here are some storyboards for, once again, my comic. It was just supposed to be a short story for that. Here is a wedding flyer that I did for my stepsister. This is just doing some thumbnail sketches. And I also got some Reeves gouache. Do not get Reeves gouache. It is not worth it. It is not worth the money. If you are first starting out, there are a lot of other brands that you can go with. But I did like the way the little milk carton turned out, and I like the way the leaf turned out. Everything else is random page that kind of empty. Another sketch of Gable, just anatomy drawings that I didn't like. Another page that I just didn't really like. Oh, this one is kind of fun. This one is of Peter's lab, where he does experiments and stuff like that. So it's just a turnaround of what's in his lab. Oh yeah, this is Cecil. So this is from, oh crap, Night Vale. Welcome to Night Vale. So he has, Cecil has a ton of different weird outfits that I thought it would be funny to draw. I think he has like, one of them it says like a tunic and furry pants, and then the other one's like a poncho with cat ears. Really funny, but also kind of weird. There's a character right there that I've been redesigning forever, and it's so horrible. You'll see him a lot. Oh, this one's fun. This one is a piece that I really liked, and I liked the sketch of, and I went to do watercolor, and I just didn't plan it well enough. The way that it turned out just ended up jumbled, and it wasn't a cohesive design. The color palette was kind of all over the place. It was just kind of muddy. So I might end up redoing that one. This one is just a ton of storyboarding again for my comic. And then there's commission sketches, another random page full of nothing. Just nothing. There's a piece I did in 2018 that I wanted to redo in 2019, and I didn't like the way it was going, so I just glued it in my sketchbook and didn't finish it. I'm great at doing that, at not finishing things. I mean, we all kind of are at some point, so. More info and sketches and writing, and then also a piece that I really do like, just a quick little watercolor piece that I glued in. And then this is just some storyboarding and information about elves in my comic world. They're a little bit different than the normal blonde, blue-eyed, hair swooshy. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's a little bit different, so. No, I think I do have those somewhere, the final little pieces for that, but who the heck knows where I put those? Then we have some more sketches. We have those sketches for that watercolor piece. And then we have another gable, I think there's a sketch of me that I was trying to do. And then Peter's mother. She is a very great lady. I love her. There she is again, in another empty page. Oof. Oh, this was me trying to draw Toon Link from memory, and I got it pretty good. Like, I got it pretty darn good. Oh, and then there is that character again. His name is Elvis. I'm trying to, he's a giant, so he's a lot taller than other people. You can see, that sort of figure on the left side. That's someone who is, 6'2". That's Hector. So he's not what we think of as giants in our head, but he's still considered, his species is giant. So he's taller than most. There he is again. I didn't like the way he was created right here. He just looks he looks too evil, and that's not what I'm going for. So I'll probably put up a picture of what he looks like at this moment. It probably will change, honestly, but random page full of nothing. Ugh, don't like the color scheme of that. This was a page where I was thinking about doing different sticker packs. I already have a food sticker pack and a magician sticker pack, which you can find on my Etsy. But this is me just trying to figure out more. Maybe an adventurers pack or a drink pack, because I think sticker packs are so cute and you can put them on things. This is me. I would say sketching from a reference, but I probably was not sketching from a reference. I am so bad at not looking at references. It's outrageous, so I'm sorry. Oh, this was me trying to use that Reeve squash again, and I hated it so much. I was planning on just scanning them in, but I ended up quitting because it was making me angry. Oh, I like this spread. So this is a spread of just sketches that I did. Also, a pigeon with shoes and a bird with high heels. Gotta love that. But this is the point where I think I really started using colored pencil to sketch, just because I like the way that pen enables you to, when you're sketching, to not be able to erase. and it helps you work on your line work and your variation and things like that. But I don't like the way pen sketches look. And so I think at this point I decided to sketch with colored pencil because that way it, can't erase it, but it also looks cute. So that's what I ended up doing. Nothing to say, just more sketches. uh oh, this one not finished, but still really fun. It was because I'm making a comic, I want to be able to draw all of the different characters from different angles. So I think I looked up a reference of different head tilts, and I took my character and I drew them in all of the different head tilts. And this, even though I didn't finish it for Gable, it was probably one of the most helpful things because you get to look at all the different angles and you can see what angles you need to work on, and it also enables you to do other stuff. More sketches. This is a page that I think I was storyboarding again. I don't like it, so another empty page. Oh, this was a page that I had Ingrid again on there, and also I was doing different packaging ideas for different products that I might end up selling later. Or just craftsy products. Kind of witchy. Oh, I love this page. I love those two. They're very cute. This is me kind of playing around with a brush pen again, just because I love them. I love the way that the line art and line variation that you can get with a brush pen. And then also tarot designs. This was for Bird Fairy. I think that's their username now on Instagram. It was for a draw this in your style. And then those two again, because they're very cute. Gotta love them. There's a little Harry Potter. Peter again. And two sketches of... That was actually the sketch for the sticker on the front, which is pretty neat. And then the other sketch on that page, both of them were done in a style that I really like to do, and it's where you do ink wash. So you do a traditional piece. I usually do it on watercolor paper, and you have your grayscale with like your ink and things, and then you scan it into your computer. And honestly, you could do any art program, but I use Photoshop, and I just did an overlay layer and colored it that way. And I'll show you the two finished pieces with that technique. I really ended up liking it, so I highly recommend if you guys want to experiment and play around with that. That's really fun. This was when I was at work and I was bored, so I went on my Instagram and ended up sketching a lot of my older pieces. I think most of them are archived. So, this is another sketch. I'll show you the finished piece on the screen. It was for Link for Breath of the Wild and him just being around different animals because I want to interact more with the animals. I want more animals. Give me cats I can pick up and carry, like in Twilight Princess. Oh, there's some boobies that I can't show. Me trying to draw Peter and Hector a little bit more, but that never worked out. Another sketch page. There's another Link because I can't get over it. I think there's also when Good Omens came out and they ended up sketching Aziraphale. There's me. I think it says it me. Yeah, it me with a frowny face. And then a cute little girl down at the bottom. I like this page. Another page where I was storyboarding, and then different things that I did a poll on Instagram to see what people were interested in seeing from me, fan art based. And you can leave a comment down below telling me what exactly you want to see from me. But this was a page that had, I think that's Draco Malfoy. I want to say, because people on Instagram said that they wanted Harry Potter. So, I mean, I also want to draw more Harry Potter. So, here is 2 more people for my comic. This one, they are Hector's parents. I promise at some point I'll do a whole video about the comic process and stuff like that. Just right now, going into that story is super long, so I won't be able to right now. More business card ideas. I have all these ideas for business cards and then I never do them, so that's great. But then there's also, oh yeah, that was a sketch that I was gonna do of a Sherlock poster. I never ended up doing it, but you can tell because of the cheekbones. And then here is my character Milo. He is also from the story. He's like a traveling potioneer, and that's his cart. So he goes to different kingdoms and he sells potions that might be illegal. He also sells like hex bags and stuff like that. So he's a cool guy. Not an elf, but a cool guy. And I think that's it. Yeah, I can't show the other one because there's nude people and YouTube would kill me. So nope. That's, I think, it. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked, of course, give me a like. And if you want to see more content like this, just give me a good subscribe. I'm going to be trying doing a Draw With Me episode every week and also another art-related video every week. So 2 videos a week, probably on Tuesday and Thursday. So we'll see. I hope all of you have a great day and make sure to stay safe. And if you can, stay home right now and everything will be just fine. You guys have a great one. Bye.